Title: The Zulu Wars and Land Conflicts. In the 19th century, South Africa was a land of complex political and social structures. Among the most powerful and organized groups were the Zulu people, led by their king, Shaka Zulu. But as European powers expanded their colonial interests, conflict over land and sovereignty became inevitable. Shaka Zulu, who rose to power in the early 1800s, transformed the Zulu kingdom into a formidable force. Under his leadership, the Zulu people became a unified and militarized nation, expanding their territory through conquest and strategic alliances. In the meantime, European colonists, primarily the British, were making their presence felt in southern Africa. They initially settled along the coast, but their ambitions grew, and soon they sought control over more land. The British sought to expand their influence, and this meant competing with the indigenous kingdoms, including the Zulu, for land and resources. Tensions came to a head in 1879 when the Anglo-Zulu War erupted. The British Empire, eager to consolidate control over the region, declared war on the Zulu kingdom. What followed was a brutal conflict that saw the Zulu fiercely defend their land and way of life. In one of the most significant battles, the Zulu forces achieved a stunning victory at Isandlwana, defeating the British. But the war was far from over. The British retaliated with overwhelming force, eventually capturing the Zulu capital, Ulundi, and defeating King Cetshwayo's army. Despite their bravery, the Zulu were defeated, and their kingdom was broken apart. King Cetshwayo was exiled, and the British established control over Zulu lands. Many Zulu people were forced into labor on farms and in mines, losing their ancestral lands to white settlers. The Zulu Wars and subsequent land conflicts left a legacy of suffering. The indigenous people, including the Zulu, were increasingly dispossessed of their land as European settlers expanded their agricultural and mining enterprises. The Zulu people's resistance, though ultimately unsuccessful in stopping British colonialism, remains a symbol of courage and resilience. While the land was taken, the spirit of the Zulu people endured. Today, the history of the Zulu Wars and land conflicts is remembered as a struggle for identity, survival, and the preservation of culture. The Zulu, like many other African communities, continue to honor their past, while striving for justice and recognition in a changing world.